Today, we're speaking with David Greene. He's a vegan activist, a political activist, a former congressional candidate, creator of the Beyond Vaudeville show, which was formerly on MTV, and it's now on YouTube if you want to take a look. He's founder of the world's largest vegan and vegetarian meetup group, and according to his friends and the friends we have in common, one of the smartest and kindest people they know. So welcome, David. We're so glad you're here.
It is wonderful to be with you, Elaine. Thank you very much. Oh, my camera. Let me just see. Here we go. Wonderful to be with you. It's really an honor to be here with you, and thank you.
I, for one, am very curious about your voyage to veganism. How did you become a vegan? And how did you become a vegan activist, and also your activism in the world at large, an activist for justice? Can you tell us about that?
Sure. I became a vegan. I was a college student, and my mother served me spare ribs, and I didn't want to eat them. About a month later, I became a vegetarian. I was but it, no, just because the spare ribs looked like a dead animal on my plate, and a light bulb went on. And I ate meat for about a month. A month later, I became a vegetarian. And then a year after that, I became a vegan.
You are also an activist, a vegan activist, and a political activist as well. How did those two develop in your life? How do they play against each other right now?
I wasn't much of a vegan activist until and actually my meetup group, it was founded by meetup.com. I didn't found it. I've been the longest serving organizer of it. I've been the main organizer of it for 15 years. But when I took it over as the main organizer of this group, it kind of inspired me to do activism. And we've done activism in the group. Also, our group is a social group, but a big reason it exists is to answer the question, well, I've become a vegan. None of my friends are vegan. I'd like to be able to eat food with other vegans. How can I do that? And, most vegans, sadly, statistics tell us they do backslide. So we are there to provide that community for them when they become vegan. Hey, there's these other people. In fact, there's a loving community out there full of people who want to meet you and support you in your veganism. We also have non-vegetarian members. We try to inspire a few. We try to inspire them to become vegan, and we have vegetarian members who are not vegan, and we inspire them to become vegan. We hope to. We've also done a good amount of direct activism, literature distribution. We've followed that Mercy for Animals format of setting up laptops in Union Square Park and paying people $1 to watch a 4-minute video, typically about animal abuse. So, but, I think our biggest activism is just providing that community for people, and especially for new vegans, so they have a place to go and that they don't backslide. Maybe that was a roundabout answer to your question, but I'll just mention a lot of my personal vegan activism started the day that I became the main organizer of this large meetup group.
So that actually, you answered a question I was going to ask you anyway, how you use your activism is very community-based, and how you were using that community-based activism as an outreach to the non-vegan world. So thank you for that. That answered that perfectly. And you also answered what happens during your vegan meetups. I was very curious about that. Aside from being in a very population-centric area, New York and New Jersey, what do you think? It's not just being in that area that contributes to a membership of 19,000 plus. How do you account for that massive membership in your groups?
We do a lot of fun things. Besides going to vegan restaurants, which is the bread and butter of what we do, we have a monthly, it's going to sound funny, drinking night. where we typically go to luxury hotel rooftops, and we go to a different one every month. We've gone to a number of Lincoln Center performances, do movies, picnics, boat rides, all kinds of fun things. We try to, in our way, outdo the other non-vegan meetup groups in showing, doing a big variety of things, a lot of fun, splashy kind of things. And I think it's our kind of dedication to doing these fun, splashy things. We're kind of in the back of my mind, I want to show people how fun, how much, people think, oh, vegan, stodgy, you're talking about the latest recipes. And I'm trying to make our group like break out of, I mean, we since our inception, we've broken out of that and done all these fun, kind of splashy, exciting things. I think that's been why we've grown so large.
I love that, because it is a deadly subject sometimes because of, the concern for animals and what happens to them. And I like that you're making vegans fun and vital. I love that. It's so cool. What does your future look like now, David? What are you doing in future plans to make the world a more compassionate place for animals?
Well, with regard to the group, I mean, I forgive my simply saying I want to keep doing what I'm doing. I like what our group has done. I don't have really splashy, thing. I mean, other than keep doing the fun things we're doing, I'm not really thinking about a course change with the group. It's working as it is. And I'm just very happy. I love being a part of the group, and I love all the things we're doing, and so I'm happy keeping on with what we're doing.
One last question. What is the coolest thing you ever did with our friend Phil Dijon?
Having him get married on the last episode of my MTV show. Oh, and if people are looking it up, the Beyond Vaudeville was the public access incarnation of that, which you correctly said. The MTV incarnation was called Oddville, Oddville. And as it so happened, he got married on that last episode of our show. And I'd say that was the coolest thing that I've done with him.
Well, David, thank you so much. It's time for us to wrap up, and appreciate you sharing your views and your successes in your meetup group. So, and thank you for being here as a guest.
Wonderful to be with you.
Thank you.